Self-improvement. Everyone wants it. Better habits, more productivity, a stronger mind, a better body. But here's a question almost no one asks. What if chasing constant self-improvement is actually harming you? Most content says to optimize your life every day. But history and psychology have kind of a different story. Today, I want to dive into the deep world of unspoken self-improvement results. So, throughout history, people have taken self-improvement to the extremes. Even some of the Stoics, like Seneca, pushed themselves to the extremes, physically and mentally, writing meditations when facing illness and political danger. Polymaths like Da Vinci literally structured their lives around productivity and optimization, working from dawn to dusk to master every skill imaginable. But obsession always has a cost. Some people push themselves so far that their health, social lives, and even sanity have suffered. Even obscure Zen or Diogenes-like philosophies, we see warnings. They show us warnings that optimization can destroy the very life you're trying to improve. So just be careful. And no, I'm not saying not to work out. I'm not saying not to meditate and optimize your life. I'm saying don't only focus on that. You need goals and you need balance. Now, if you are some loser, you have no friends or anything, you watch porn all the time, you play video games all the time, you're addicted, I do think that you need a kind of monk mode where you do go extreme for maybe a year or two. You do extreme optimization for your life for maybe a year or two. But if you're already kind of a healthy guy, you make a good amount of money, I don't think that you need to continue it. To be ultra successful, it isn't required. But if you are miserable in your life, I do think that it is kind of necessary. So, if we fast forward to today, modern self-improvement often masks a subtle danger. Narcissistic self-optimization. It's not really about growth. It's about metrics. How many steps did you take? How many pages did you read? How productive were you? This obsession can lead to anxiety, isolation, and chronic dissatisfaction. You might hit all your goals, but still feel a little bit empty. The worst part is that social media makes this toxic mindset seem normal. It's not really. Everyone around you is performing, optimizing, and perfecting, except that perfection is impossible. Nobody is perfect. Nobody will be perfect. So then there are the weird forgotten experiments. Take Hypnopedia, for example. I just made a short about that. If you want to check it out, you can. It's basically like sleep learning in your sleep. Mid-20th century researchers tried teaching people languages and skills while they slept. Some studies showed tiny improvements, but most failed. People wanted a shortcut and it didn't work, did it? Or the extreme biohackers, like Brian Johnson, who tried fasting for weeks or meditating for hours daily, or using bizarre mental conditioning techniques. The lesson? Not all self-improvement techniques are safe or effective. Some of them can quietly harm your body and mind. So, how do you grow without falling into this trap? Here's the paradox. The key to real self-improvement is restraint. Focus on a few meaningful skills instead of dozens of growth hacks and biohacks. Accept your imperfection. Your flaws aren't failures necessarily. They're just part of your process. Take lessons from philosophy and history, but don't turn them into rules that suffocate your life. Sometimes the most powerful form of improvement is simply living, reflecting, and letting growth happen naturally. Self-improvement is a tool, but if you chase it excessively, it can become a cage. History, psychology, and obscure experiments all remind us balance kind of matters. Next time you feel pressured to optimize every second of your life, remember the weird, forgotten truths. Lessons can be more. Obsession can be harmful. And sometimes the best way to improve yourself is to stop trying so hard. Unless, like I said, you are that one guy who nothing's going right for you. You don't have any sense of improvement or purpose. then maybe you should, go monk mode for a year or two. But if you're not him, I think you should take my advice. That's about it. See ya.